Hello, everybody. Sorry for the delay. As usual, right before going live, things go wrong. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're good. How's everybody doing today? It's good to be back. It's been way too long. And if you couldn't tell by my tone, things are getting better. And I hope the same is true for you. I truly do. Now, we're not out of the storm yet, but things are getting better. And I'm feeling better, and great things are coming for Tales Channel Live. And I actually want to start. Screw up counter, Danny, come on. Give me a break, okay? One thing I want to say, I want to announce, before we get into today's live stream, I wanted to announce that this will be, it's going to start sad, this will be the last Sunday night Tales Channel Live. I know some of you may not like that news. This might be the only time that's convenient for you, but I will be able to tell you also that I will be able to announce what the new time will be. The new time is going to be Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's just working way better for me where I'm at right now. And I also, streamer-wise, I would like to meet some new faces that are available at a different time. We've been doing this time slot for a really, really long time, and it's been really, really fun. But it's time to change things up. And I think doing a live stream in the daytime will change up my energy. There'll be some sunlight as opposed to the dark void that is that corner that I'm afraid of. But yes, Saturday afternoon streams, basically. And for those of you in the UK, you might find that you are now able to regularly attend these live streams. So we welcome you with open arms. I'm excited to get to know each and every one of you. And I'm excited for you to have a better sleeping schedule, because I know some of the viewers right now stay up very late just to catch our live streams. Massive shout outs to those people. First person that comes to mind is actually, oh man, he's probably in the chat, or maybe not. He's probably sleeping. Oh man, I'm gonna point him out when he shows up. I'm sorry, I'm just blanking on it at the moment, having a brain fart. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into the subject at hand. Right in cue with the music. Does Sonic Colors deserve a remaster? What do you think? Give me a yes or a no, just for starters. Just so I can get an idea of what the vibe is of this group. You know, every group is different. You know what I mean? Premi's here? Yo, what's up, dude? What is up? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, here it comes. Whoa. Okay. All right. Okay. Yes. Yeah, nah. Yes. So it's, you know, I want to say there's more yeses, if I'm being honest. I'm seeing more yeses. Okay. Sorry, everybody. I'm seeing more yeses. So we're going to keep talking about it. And yes, there's probably a small percentage of you that are probably going, just play the game. Okay, but I'm also a person, you know? I like to think, you know, I've earned a little bit of your time being on Tales Channel for this long. I don't know. We'll play the game, though. Don't worry. We'll get to it. Also, I want to let you guys know one more thing. Right as I'm saying, we'll get to it. One more thing, for real this time. The streams are no longer capped in an hour because I'm no longer borrowing Lourdes' computer. This is my room to stream. And as long as we want to stream, we will stream. And Grandmaster Gaming, I miss Matt too. But you know what? I still see him like every day. So you know what? It's pretty great. I don't have to miss him that bad. Anyway, let's get into the game. Let's finally play some games. Let's see if my streaming setup's gonna work. Let me just... Nice. Okay, so we're jumping right into the game. We're not messing around. This was me testing the stream, obviously. So let's just restart the first level and play it. It's probably going to be a little loud, so give me a sec. It's loud for me. I tested it for you guys. It's probably fine for you, but it was a little too loud for me to be able to focus. That was like blasting my eardrums. Soundtrack's good though. Soundtrack's good. Also, I will say, I don't know about other streamers, but I have a hard time playing the game and looking at chat at the same time. This is very hard for me. So I don't claim to be good at all at this game. I enjoy it though. I have no boost right now. Okay, I'm getting into the swing of it. This is literally just going in after literal years. Okay, just let me get in here. You know what? There's something interesting about Sonic specifically. This is gonna sound a little goofy, but there's a certain element of, like, I guess, swagger. Hear me out. When you're playing Sonic, that's kind of the goal, right? The goal is that, what's the boost button? I'm not remembering. Okay, here we go. The boost is really important, but there's a certain amount of swagger that you're trying to achieve in Sonic, and I think it comes with a little bit of anxiety, performance anxiety, when you're streaming it, and especially when you're trying to read the chat. You have to know it at such a level that if you're trying to stream it at the same time, it's just, I don't know, I mean, the more automated Sonic games are definitely more streamer friendly, and that's, what do you guys think? Let's get a yes and no going again. On a scale, actually no, not a yes and no. Let's do a scale from 1 to 5 to kind of focus in the answers a little bit. I am not using boost, and I think I should be. A scale from 1 to 5, how automated out of all Sonic games? So the scale is all Sonic games, including 2D. How automated do you think Sonic Colors is on a scale from 1 to 5? Let me know. Also, I will say I do think it's silly that there's like an announcer in this game going like, amazing! Like, kids talk about Sonic right now, and they don't ever go laser. Like, they're not talking about that, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's look at what you guys are saying now that we've completed this level, on how automated do you think it is. Super DW says 5. Oh my gosh. And let's skip through here. I know I didn't get any of the bonus things at the end of the level. I do really like that though. I would like that to return, honestly, a playable results screen. Though I wish there, I do want them to still have it focus on Sonic doing a little like dance thing at the end of levels. I do like that. Most prominently remembered from Generations. I do really like that. So maybe the camera can zoom in on Sonic after you do all your stuff. But yeah, all right, so let's look at what it seems like the average is. Forces is like 5, so 3.5 from Premi. So it's like better. Okay, good. Who cares at a 5? Jark, yo, why do you have to be so savage, bro? Come on. We're just chilling here. So it seems like it's around a 3. You know what I mean? I'm seeing some 2s. You know, I'm not gonna pretend that you don't exist. You know, I'm seeing it's kind of widespread, but it seems like we're gonna find ourselves with an average of like 3. So out of all Sonic games, Colors is on a 3, and I agree with that. That sounds about right. 3, 4, maybe. I would say it was up there. I didn't enjoy it for its freedom. Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't enjoy Colors for its freedom. I was having a conversation with Daki. He's in the chat. He's a mod, so you can't miss him. We were having a conversation about, what was it that we were talking about? See, this is the problem, playing and talking at the same time. We were talking about, what Colors did at the time. Like if a game came out like Colors in automation, so same level of automation. See how I tied it back in there? Same level of automation, so around a 3 on the scale of all Sonic games. If we got that now, and we got a story that is as simple and comedy focused as this right now, but everything was completely original, and it was beautiful, just like Colors is, would I be satisfied with that? No. No. What we need now is different than what we needed then. The problem is, Sonic Colors' success is it's really a product of its time because, well, I'm not meaning to jump to that wall. I don't have zips. I called them zips. Okay, anyway, Sonic Colors is a product of its time, and so that's what we needed at the time, but it was in the context that they were going to embellish this format, add those details that we loved so much previously back after they figured out the simplicity of Sonic's gameplay, the focus of what we enjoyed. And so when Colors was simplified, right, we were like, okay, right on. So clean slate. Then they're gonna make sequels, and they're going to embellish, they're going to add more, it's going to snowball until it's that kind of bigger experience that everyone is needing right now. The problem is they continued to kind of just, if anything, the gameplay regressed, right? With the trend with Generations, right, was it was validating that. Not in terms of story, I would say, and a lot of people complained about Generations story when it came out, so like it didn't really get by with that. People talked about it. Sonic, you talking at the same time as me is really distracting. Can you quiet down, please? Can you just be a little quieter, please? Can you tell that I care about this story? See, hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. So besides the fact that I cropped this very badly, let's see, stretch the screen. There we go. It's stretched. You don't know that. I don't care too much for these cutscenes, but as I was saying before, I think I mean, it's more of a story than Generations had, and Generations didn't get away scot-free with that. But if we got something like this now, it's not okay. It's time. It's time for more than Generations. It's got to be more than Generations too. The same thing applies to Generations. Wait, is it important to see the story? Should we be looking at it? Oh, where did it go? Bye, colors. The game doesn't even want us to see the story. There it is. Got it back. I don't know if you guys care about the cutscenes. Sure, we'll take a look at them. I'm gonna talk over them though. I turned it down. You don't need to see this, and you can read it. Whatever, man. It's a book. All right, let's read some chat. So, Premi the Remy, gotta read his chat first. Mad respect. Jen's story is basically non-existent in my head. Yeah, and I was really hoping the villain would be somebody interesting. They made it a mystery, and that was the first time it was ever a mystery that there was a villain. And the reveal just, why? That's not a reveal. What? Nuts. Lonely Goomba. What's Lonely Goomba saying? Forces had the right idea, but the execution was poor. Yes, but in terms of gameplay, like it had the kind of what I was talking about, right? If they took what Colors established and they were like, all right, let's try to reintegrate the elements of the Sonic narrative that people enjoyed, I would say Forces did kind of tiptoe towards that. I would have appreciated a little bit more iconic locations, you know what I mean? Like reference to iconic locations that we remember to kind of communicate to the community that you know what I mean? Like as devs, we are committing to lore. We're gonna be Amy. I don't care. We're Amy. There's no Amy here. We're gonna be Tails for Tails channel, but it's named Amy. It makes sense. Anyway, back to the game. Man. Oh, I mean in terms of narrative, might be. Well, at least we agree. Hey, man. Bars. Anyway, wow, I already played that much. So I saw people on social media complaining about how there's so many acts in this, and that in the remaster they might combine all the acts. I think that would be cool. I feel like the game would be like really, really short though if all the acts were like combined. I don't know, like you saw my video on that I'm playing so badly, but I'm more interested in talking with you guys than the game. That's my priorities are in the right place, right? Like it would be wrong if I was just more focused on playing a game I've already played multiple times than talking to human beings. I think you guys would be concerned. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry. I don't know. Is that right? I feel like that's right. The problem with going on those tangents like I just did is I don't remember what I was talking about. There's so many people saying different things. If you're really passionate about me finishing my thought, just say it in the chat again. Or suffer, because I probably won't ever remember what I was saying. That's not true. I did a couple times later on. I don't know. My memory's fading me every single day. Oh, I thought that was the stomp. Okay, I really just need to download these controls. Okay, this is stomp. This is stomp. Honestly, bro, focus your energy on going off. Should I? No, but I should play this game, shouldn't I? Maybe I'll have a halftime talk like we did back in the day, even though there's no time to be halved. But if you guys don't remember what a halftime talk is, it's basically where we stop gaming. I know, I'm sorry. We stop gaming for just a moment to talk. Is that okay with you guys? I know we're on the internet. We're trying to escape social interaction, but I think I think we can handle it. I don't know how I did that. Probably because I'm amazing. Is this the boost? Yes, it is. See, I know some people kind of roasted Naka for the kind of ideology in Wonderworld that, you know, it should be one button for everything, and that's an exaggeration. I do not condone this. I do not mean to even imply that I condone this. However, I'm just saying in the classics, I like how directional input has a huge influence on what each button input does. So the one input goes a long way. And I think because I grew up with classic Sonic, I'm forever like cursed that whenever a game involves more than 4 buttons, I can't think. I literally can't. Thanks, Naka. Because no one else does that with their games, unless it's like a mobile title where they're designing around touch controls. But like, oh my gosh, I'm playing. Somebody told me to focus on going off, and I gotta stay in there. I gotta stay in there, okay? All right, I'm staying in there. Chowmix says it's similar to Smash Bros. It's a 2-button fighter, but each character has a ton of moves. I love how Smash Bros works too. I absolutely adore how Smash Bros works. You need to like each button input. It takes a long time to just like learn it. Like, and it might be a thing, you know, like those games are made for kids. Also, I'm well aware that I could have gotten way more things out of that result screen. My brain is literally melting. It's been a while since I've streamed, and also I don't even play these on my off time because, to be perfectly honest with you, I like streaming more than I do actually playing Sonic games at this point. It's evolved into what we're doing right now for me. So that could, I mean, feel free to bring that up when I'm talking about my opinions on a Sonic game, because that does affect my opinion, right? I do enjoy Sonic games a little bit more because I experience it with other people that may make me feel a certain way. I imagine it would be different experiencing the game alone in your room. Frostloss, what's up? See, Frostloss, you're still that Animal Crossing villager. You didn't change your name. I know who you are. Frostloss is a regular, if you're wondering what I'm talking about. I understand if you're stuck with a display picture you don't like and you want to express yourself and people change, but I'm just saying, from the streamer to the viewer, I've said this a lot of times, but if you keep your icon the same and your name, okay, let's do it. What is it? How do I do that? Oh, which one's the stomp? That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Sorry, I haven't downloaded these controls yet. You are all discovering my IQ level right now. Oh, it's the really important story, guys. Hold on. Let's figure out what's happening here. It's really important.
I wish I knew what you were saying, little guy, or gal, or whatever you are.
Oh man, that was crazy!
Oh, I was really thinking
When I say I like colors, do you
I can understand.
guys think
Did you go somewhere?
I like this? Is that what you're saying? I don't hate this. I don't like hate this. But this is literally what the critics wanted. When they dogpiled Unleashed, like, and it was unnecessary. Like, the game, like a lot of the points that were made in some of the reviews about the game is fine. Turn up, oh yeah, I guess I gotta turn up back the game audio. Yeah, I guess so. It's making my voice probably overpowering. All right, how about we do that? Who do I thank for that? Ethan, I really appreciate that. I seriously appreciate that. Always give me tips about the volume, guys. I don't know, I'm a big audio guy, and when I watch the streams back, I'm like, oh, what the heck? Like, 300 of you just sat here and watched this? What the heck is wrong with you? I'm just kidding. Nothing's wrong with you, but there's something wrong with the game. Where did it go? Oh, man. My Nintendo Wii isn't working very well right now, guys. My legitimate Nintendo Wii. I can't believe this, guys. Is it gonna work? Is switching scenes like messing it up? What is happening? The streamer's curse. The streamer's curse. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. All right. Let's work on it while you guys stare at my face. All right. So we need to get the game working again. Step 1, restart it multiple times because OBS be whack sometimes. Select a different window, wait for it to pop up, and then it just works. OBS, and you know what? I'm not even gonna go off on OBS because I love you. You have made my life incredible. However, why does this happen? I just want an explanation. What? Oh my gosh, I tripped. I'm so embarrassed. That swagger has been lost. Which button is the wisp button? Oh my gosh, these gimmicks drive me crazy. Bring back. Okay, so, Knive King, I'm gonna mess up. I'm not gonna mess up your name, but I'm gonna mess up this name that I probably should pronounce very well, but I'm sorry. Shiro Makawa. I agree. Whatever you said, I agree with it. I've read his interviews. What is it? This button? Yeah, it is. Okay. I've read his interviews. He seems to be the guy when it comes to writing the Sonic stories we're looking for. Though I would have to say that I do have my doubts. I do think there's a lot of people that can be, would be a good candidate for a writer for Sonic. Like me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I've not written nearly enough to even make that claim. I am serious. I promise you, I am joking. I am joking. And I have to be so clear about that because there are people who will believe that. Screw-ups? Are you counting my game screw-ups and my stream screw-ups? Why don't you count Sam's screw-ups? He screws up. In fact, he has a whole stream up where he screws up for 3 hours straight. And I didn't see you talk about that for a second. You're like, oh, no big deal. You know, we all screw up sometimes. That's literally Danny. What's happening to me? Am I gonna get it? Of course not, because my aim was absolutely terrible. I'm just passively playing this, and I don't know if that's a good idea. I reckon you could write a good Sonic story. Thanks, Goomba. I think, honestly, you know what? I honestly think I could. I can give it a shot, but I don't think that that is indicative of me being a good writer, and it's more of me knowing way too much about Sonic and caring way too much. However, that is only if I am writing the game and ain't no CEOs canoodling in what I'm trying to do, which would 100% happen. So then no, I wouldn't. I absolutely wouldn't be able to do it. Also, this level is carried by this song. And I don't know if that's just because I like these really, I guess, melody-focused songs. Because overall, compositionally, this song is really empty. There's not a lot going on. But it has a really strong melody, and I think it harkens me back to my youth when I was just a little gamer playing on my Game Gear. You can tell though, when it comes to movement and jump, like the double jump, a lot of people have a lot of trouble. I was gonna say problems and trouble, both of those things, and then it's problems. I like this level though. I don't know. I like Sonic's movement in this game. It took me. I do remember getting messed up by the double jump a lot when I was just starting. I think it's because we're used to double jumps being like actually a double jump. I feel like in Colors it's not a double jump. It's like a double jump. It's like a 1.5 jump. A jump and a half. That's what it is. It's a jump and a half. And I think it catches you off guard when it happens. Every time. It catches me off guard. I don't want to speak for you, but I'm awesome. So you should listen to me and everything I say. Because I'm perfect. Because I'm a Sonic fan. And all my opinions are facts, and you're wrong. Just kidding. All the opposite of what I just said is true. I could be wrong. I really don't care. I like Sonic. You get used to the jump. You totally do, though. When you expect it, I think we just need to start... Troublums. Oh, gosh. Chat. Not one mistake will be forgotten. Not one mistake. Okay. And the game goes away. You know what? You don't get dynamic camera angles because OBS said no. I know how to fix it now, though. But I like dynamic. I like dynamic. I want to do it. Why does it do it every time? It normally works. Oh man, I have a donation and I can't log into OBS. Quick, read it. Oh, I can't read it. I literally can't read it. Thank you so much for the donation. Let me actually just double check if I can even get in. Give me a sec. Whatever you see, I'm here to be the. Okay, so Streamlabs donations. Let's see here. I might be able to log in. Let's see. Let me just at Ryan again. I got locked out of the Streamlabs right before we went live. That was the problem. And I completely forgot about it because we're having such a good time. But then someone donated, which I love you. I love you, whoever you are. Now it's a mystery. Now we're in this journey together. What if it just lets me in? Oh, I have to verify. Here we go. Bam. Let me get in here. Oh, wait, am I in the middle of a boss? He's killing me. Okay, we're alive. We are totally alive. And the stream is on my camera. Nice. Guys, we've been doing this for years. Can't you tell? I am a professional streamer and gamer. Bow down. Bow down before me. 13 screw-ups. Danny, why? Please. I'm in. I'm in, and I can find out that the mystery donator was the Crazy Gamer donating £1. Here's my opinions, colors or colors, which is the Canadian and or European spelling, because I'm in Europe. Coughs. Me like, but improve the gameplay to make Sonic's turn smoother. Music is fantastic. Level design is meh. Writing is a bit questionable. Wisps are okay, but only if done well. I'm not gonna lie. I absolutely agree, the Crazy Gamer. And also, the Crazy Gamer not only was the mystery donator just now, but was the individual I was talking about earlier, who is probably half asleep right now and is still donating to me. And it's literally like 2 a.m., 1 a.m. I love you. That was awkward, but I had to like swallow something in my mouth. Twip is here. Even Twip is here. Speaking of individuals that are staying up way past their bedtime. All right. Again, thank you so much, the Crazy Gamer. Let's get back into this. Let's get back into this game. I'm going to play this boss, which is going to be copied later on, which is something I want to talk about right now. But let me just get my stream back in order because my brain is multitasking. And did you guys know that humans are actually technically not capable of multitasking? So how do I even exist? Oh my God, King AGT. Thank you so much for the $2. Please take out J Ream of Timeout. Premi, that's me. Oh, well, excellent. I just read that out loud. Not the worst thing to read out loud on stream, though. Anyway, I hope you guys get that sorted out. I hope it's all right. I want to get the game back on, but every single time I switch scenes, this happens. What a frustrating thing this is. All right. Then again, I was supposed to update OBS, so they probably fixed it. And the OBS, oh my gosh, there's too much love. You know what? This is the halftime talk. I don't even care. We're just gonna, you know what? You guys want it. You guys clearly want it because you're stopping me. So that's fine. No, that's good though. I'm not even like, that sounded aggressive. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. That's my bad. All right. The Crazy Gamer donated $1.41 saying, oh, thanks, Evan. Yes, it is 2:30 a.m. for me. Even though I got work tomorrow, I'm gonna be here. Wow. Oh my gosh. And you're throwing money at me. Man. More Evan, less colors. Well, Premi, at least you like me. I'm happy to know that. You know, sometimes I wonder. You know, we all have differing opinions, and the Sonic community is what it is. So, you know, I never really know. You know, sometimes it could seem like somebody is having a good time with me, but then, you know, all of a sudden. All right, so does Sonic Colors deserve a remaster? In my opinion, yes, it does. I mean, it was on the Wii. That's a big point right there. It could do a lot better. Harper Onions donated £15. What if they had the DS bosses? Actually, yeah. Thank you, Harper, for focusing in on what we were talking about before. The bosses. Yeah, they need to fix that. I mean, but this is the problem about the leak about this remaster coming out. Now, I cannot. I know you guys are gonna laugh at me, but like, we can't. Okay. We're Tails channel here, so I have to say this. I can't verify that these leaks are real because it's not an official announcement. I don't want anybody coming at me. I don't want the blood on my hands. You know what I'm saying? So I cannot verify that they're real, but I'm saying this is the problem. Because now we're coming up with a list of things that would be great if they were fixed. And now when the list ends up being smaller than that, because, you know, that's probably going to happen. People are going to be mad, and then even though the remaster might be good, it's going to be seen as bad. So it's like, I'm sure a lot of you were like, oh, finally news, but like, at what cost? But yeah, I think it would be really cool if they had the DS bosses. That's a really good idea. I only played a little bit of the DS version of Sonic Colors, though I had fun. I don't know if I loved the mission-based kind of idea. I think I would rather these like miniature stages that last like no time at all and they're completely 2D. I would rather that than missions. I just don't really like mission-based things. I don't know. I mean, it's the same reason why I don't like Werehog. It doesn't matter how great the combat may be. When I buy a Sonic game, Sonic is almost its own genre at this point. I've said this in the past, but it kind of is. And you go in expecting something, and you know it's troubling. Where you know they're kind of pigeonholed in it. Sonic's own uniqueness kind of works against him in that regard, and you know it's unfortunate. All right, King AGT donated $2 again, talking to somebody else, saying, "What did I do, Sam?" So I am you right now, King. We are one. We are fused. Scarfy, hopefully talking to me, donates $2. Please, someone talk to me. Colors would be 10 times better if there was Werehog. I know you'd be trolling me right now, but honestly, Werehog isn't even my biggest problem with it, because the problem with Unleashed is that it's a double whammy of two types of gameplay styles that kind of don't, or they work against what the previous community expected. And so what that caused is it to be that much more polarizing. It's the medal collecting, right? There are games that are based around that, so they can kind of get away with it. There are other games that do that same thing, but it's just, that's where the divide comes from, right? So that's why I don't even like to participate in the like Colors versus Unleashed, because it's like, it depends on how you like your campaign to be structured. You know what I mean? And it hurt me way too much the way Unleashed was structured. It's like they made the Mona Lisa, but it was like painted on glass, and they went perfect, and then just went smack with a hammer, and it shattered into pieces. And they were like, this is what my intention. And I went, I mean, I love it, but you broke it. I don't know. That's how I see it. Other people, you know, will look at it and be like, oh my gosh, like this is like nothing else before, and that's fine. There's beauty in it. All right. Lonely Goomba says the issue with the Werehog is how much time it takes up of the overall experience. It's the main bulk of the game. It's almost like they were originally intending Werehog to be faster, and they couldn't figure out how to like control it, because like those levels are really long. It's almost like they originally wanted to kind of have Werehog take advantage of the Hedgehog engine as well, and its ability to load maps really quickly, because they made them really big, comparable, not in scale, comparable to the day stages, but still pretty big. So the speed must have been like something they tweaked later on. But, you know, that's how game dev is. All right. So we do have to, you know, spend a lot of the stream playing the game at some point. So, you know, we'll go back to it, but I appreciate your donations. We're going to get back into it. I'm actually going to get the pop-out version of this so I can read these while we play. All right. Sweet. All right. So let's get back into it. Now, be prepared to just wait a little bit longer, because for some reason my... Oh, wow, it worked! It's a miracle. All right, wait, I have to turn off my music. That would be terrible to listen to, but I caught it. All right. I love the TSR soundtrack. So good. All right. Favorite Sonic Boost game? Arel, it's got to be Generations. It's got to be. Harper Onions donates 15 pounds. I kind of want Secret Rings and Black Knight remakes, and CTR Nitro Fueled style remake of the Rider series. I would love all those things, and I think they would do really, really well. Secret Rings and Black Knight remakes, I'm not sure about, actually. I just said all those things, but I liked the last thing, actually. Secret Rings and Black Knight remakes, I don't know, because those were really riding on the Wii hype, right? And they were really designed around the Wiimote. And I don't know if they could really work now. I mean, they could be ported to the Switch, and that would be kind of neat, but I don't think it's worth it. Scarfy donates $2 and says, oh, and P.S. Evan is a butt. Ooh. Awesome. Thanks, Scarfy. Love ya. All right. We're going to play. Generations is definitely the best. Thanks, David, for agreeing with me. It's great to have like-minded individuals, but also great to have individuals that don't agree with me, because they teach me things I don't already know and make me overall a more well-rounded individual on this planet Earth. And so maybe it's not worth my time distancing myself from individuals that think differently than me, because that might actually limit my experience on this planet Earth, which is limited. So I should spend every moment I have absorbing as much information as possible. Sometimes I just talk because that was me gaming, though. I was able to focus on the game. I just reached a state of ultra instinct in that moment. Do these things even hurt me? Ow! Okay, I guess they do. Wait, he's dead? I feel like the second version of this boss should be the one they keep. Why am I being added by Deki? Oh, because of what I just rambled on about. Dude, the truth comes out, man. Nick says, Evan, do you think adventure remakes are going to happen? That's a loaded question, if I'm being honest with you. I really, oh my gosh, I just thought it was the same cutscene again. Jeez. I think they're gonna happen. I do. But I don't know if they're gonna happen like soon. I don't know. I literally know nothing about it. I think it would be a really good idea, especially now, in this era transition. I think it would be good, especially with what the community seems to want. Even fans of modern Sonic and fans that don't like adventure, I think if you kind of reimagine the narrative, you could get them on board too. So if you're trying to rope in as many Sonic fans as possible, I think adventure is a good idea. You know, it has that nostalgia factor for the average consumer, but also it has the potential of answering what it seems the community is, for lack of a better term, crying the loudest for. But that's kind of what it seems like. I think it only seems like crying now because we're in the middle of a pandemic and I'm crying. It's oh my gosh, it went away again. It's hard, okay? And I think people are getting desperate for news, information. But through the flames, that is the message that I'm hearing the loudest, is we need a more narrative focus. And I think a lot of people have this idea that the people that want a narrative focus and the classic fans or adventure fans are against those people. I don't think that's true. I am of the belief that there is a way to kind of make something that, at least at this point, everyone would be like, wow, you know what I mean? That's Sonic. Like, I don't think all of the different types of Sonics are polarizing enough that it's impossible. Now, I'm biased, but I'm unique in the fact that I grew up with classic Sonic's presence in the 90s, but I didn't own a Genesis until later. The first console I owned was a Dreamcast, and I rented the Genesis, so I had a kind of touch and go experience with classic Sonic, but I liked Sonic in the classic era. That was when I fell in love with it. So that classic design and the marketing at the time, I was in that. But the first console I owned, when it was in my actual house all the time, it was Dreamcast. So when we were getting things like Sonic Advanced, that's the kind of stuff I was getting at the time. And it was classic Sonic gameplay with the modern Sonic design, and it was Neo Green Hill Zone, and it had this kind of fusion of classic and modern. And I still think it's so funny because when you think of a fusion of classic and modern now in the context of Lost World, you know what I mean? Like knowing that that exists, people think that that's what you mean. Oh, let's combine modern Sonic and classic Sonic. And they think Lost World and they're like, ah! But like the true mix is advanced. You know, it's got the beach vibe, but also Green Hill. Literally fused together. So Emerald Coast, Green Hill, Neo Green Hill Zone. It's the modern Sonic design with the classic gameplay. Adventure had momentum-based gameplay. Lots of shortcuts that you can take because of the momentum-based gameplay. I don't know if they're all intentional. Some of them definitely are, though, which is really cool. I'm getting more donations, but I can't possibly game like this under these conditions. Anyway, Scarfy donates $2 and says, I thought your first Sonic game was Sonic 2 Game Gear. It's true, yes. I had a Game Gear, and I mentioned that actually earlier, so like I'm not like losing my memory that bad. Don't worry, Scarfy, but I played Sonic 2 for the Game Gear, but I was like so young. That was like my first experience with it, so it doesn't really, like, I don't want to, I guess, count it in the context of, you know, like how my opinions on the franchise were formed. Because my dad had a Sonic game, I think. Now, remember, I was so young that I literally don't remember. I promise you. Like, I asked my parents, when did I first get into Sonic? They don't even know. They don't know. Like, it is... I keep forgetting what the stomp button is. I'm so sorry. But they don't know. I'm, like, reliving my childhood trauma, and I can't think, guys. Give me a break, okay? And it's also really hot in here because the door is closed. I haven't really figured out a system that is ideal for streaming yet, and I'm now realizing that when I stream in here, it is very hot. Anyway, The Lonely Goomba says, Sonic 2 Game Gear is a rough game. I could never beat it, the hang glider as a kid. I know, right? But that tells me that I fell in love with Sonic as a character more than, like, as a game. I mean, I was so young, so I can't appreciate... I'm not at the cognitive ability to even appreciate those things anyway. So it was just Sonic's design, clearly, that roped me in. And that shows. You know, I'm a visual artist first. You can tell from my gameplay. I'm a visual artist first. Actor second. Gamer 900th. But the entertainment side and my interest in the character merge and put me in a situation where I need to play the games a lot. And so hopefully by the time I'm like 50, I'll be half decent at these games. Ow. Speak of the devil. I'm not even getting the red rings because it's about the discussion. This game is only on in the background for me to complain about at times or compliment at times. Like this wonderful victory screen. Like, I would honestly, if this was the standard going forward, but just when Sonic gets locked in place and does his victory animation, it like maybe zoomed in on him and did some like really nice UI. Like, of course it's with its own flair to the Sonic series, but on the tier level of Persona, maybe get some of those people to do it. Which I gotta say, forces the UI. I don't like the in-game UI, but you know, like the menus, I liked it. It was like the first Sonic game to really kind of change things up UI-wise, I think. I don't know. Everything else seems pretty standard before that. I guess Unleashed had its own because of the game mechanics, right? It had boost, so it needed a boost bar. But everything else is pretty basic, all things considered, and Forces really kind of changed it up, and I appreciated that. I mean, credit where credit's due, you know? Like, I don't know. Small victories are still victories, right? Sonic Advance 2 is so effortlessly cool and stylish. It's so good, man. I hope you guys enjoyed me reading Daki's comment there because it came at the price of me crashing straight into a wall and making myself look like a fool. I hope you're happy, Daki, but I agree with you. Though I do believe I recall Sonic Advance 2's level design coming into question quite a bit recently. Now, again, I was relatively young the last time I played through that game. I do remember appreciating the speed increase, but there were times, even when I was a kid playing that game, I do recall getting caught in kind of a speed loop where I would be so used to mindlessly moving forward and kind of reacting to pretty easy obstacles that I would not notice after looping around 3 times that I was going and doing the same things. Again, I do really like the OST, and you know I like the direction because I just talked about Sonic Advanced. I would prefer that direction 100 times over Colors' art direction. I don't like the art direction either. Sonic running around a hamburger isn't my idea of the dream Sonic game, guys. It's not, but I like Colors because at the time it gave me a lot of joy because it's what we needed. And I mean, this is divisive as well, but I really thought that Jason, while Jason added something to the character that I appreciate now, with hindsight, I didn't at the time appreciate his lower energy. So people see it as like a more peaceful Sonic, you know what I mean? I like the quality that people didn't like of Sonic Adventure 1's design, like the introduction of that design of the character. I remember reading some sort of, I think, review for Sonic Adventure, I think when it was announced or something from a magazine. It exists. Trust me, dude, trust me. That's my source. But it exists, and somebody was like, Sonic looks like he's evil. So, of course, to an extent, you know, I don't want him to look like Fleetway Supersonic, okay? It's not what I'm saying. But that slight look of like, oh my gosh, this guy's like a little crazy. But like not crazy like I'm gonna kill you crazy, like Fleetway, crazy like high energy. Like he must be filled with a lot of energy to like bounce around like that and do those things. And that's something that I appreciated. Classic Sonic doesn't have that, so you could argue the modern interpretation of the character is a little more accurate, and Jason's interpretation of the character is a little more accurate because he is a little bit more laid back, and Classic Sonic never had that quality. I like that quality. I like it. But I'm also a Dragon Ball fan. I really like Vegito. He's got that combination, again, of that like softer hero character that's like Goku, but with that like more aggressive personality combined together. Well, I don't know what it is. That's the recipe that I like. I like it. Everyone's got their thing that they like, you know? And that's just for me. So Jason was kind of the embodiment of that era, and so I kind of like was like, I don't really like it. And when Roger came around, totally surfer dude energy. Totally like too deep. I get it. I got that. I had that experience, but I thought that was closer to my kind of what I was looking for. So, you know, so that's what's so interesting about now. We're getting a new Sonic voice, and that almost always comes with a new direction for the character. Again, I can't confirm or deny that. Oh my gosh, the red ring, I missed it! And then I went back for it and made things worse. See, I like decided at this moment I will pay attention to the game, and it was the worst possible moment I could have actually paid attention. It would be better if I wasn't paying attention. I would have ended up better off. Would have got the upper route, and I would have been fine. Whatever. Evan, which Sonic character is the most scary? Sonic characters aren't really intimidating. I don't even find Tails doll intimidating. That would be, you know, the answer a lot of people would have. I don't really like, because I played Sonic R as a kid on my computer, because I didn't have a Genesis, like I said, but I had a computer, so I played the Sonic and Knuckles collection. That's where I played Sonic 3. I played Sonic 2 like all the time because it was at my local dentist. There was also gaming kiosks all over the place. Like, you gotta understand that, like, if you don't understand the love for classic Sonic and you're looking for like what it is, I think what the missing piece for you might be is just the sheer presence of the character at that time. Like, just try to look at like advertisements at the time, and like not just like commercials, but like billboards or things in gaming stores. Like it's something that is unlike any other time for Sonic. The only thing comparable would be the movie, and that was nuts. But like for classic Sonic's era, it was like more than one product, so it was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And I grew up in that. So I got a donation. We're gonna chat for a little bit. Why not? We'll put the music back on. I need to kind of like, what music should we play now? What music should we play in the background? I've been playing TSR, you know, but I want to change it up. I want to change up the vibe a little bit. Harper Onions donates 15 pounds and says, I don't like the whole classic Sonic and modern Sonic being treated as separate entities by Sega. It kind of damages Sonic's identity. They're the same flippin' character. So I think it was beneficial to kind of communicate that we you know, Sega really wanted to kind of I think they wanted it to appear that they were making a commitment in a way. And the only way to really do that, to kind of communicate that shift in a big way, was to introduce Classic Sonic. And I understand the consequences of that. Tails is very big. Yeah, but I understand the consequences of that. It's, you know, it did damage, but it also did a lot of good things. And I think overall it was a good choice. But again, now we're at the point where the colors formula is not going to work. Not even the generations formula is going to work. We all know that. Hopefully Sega knows that. And I don't think it's a surprise to Sega either that Forces wasn't received well, you know, based on how much they charged for it. Their prices are going down for their games, so it's clear. Let's see if I got any requests for music. Mega Collection. Yeah, let's do that. Such good music. Mega Collection. Zekrom Fan 1, thank you so much. Mega Collection OST. It's at this point where I know so many Sonic songs that I just can't remember like the bops anymore. There's just so many. Nick asks, Evan, do you think will return as Sonic? Who will? Jason? No. Nah, I don't know. I mean, Jason Griffith is returning in Sonic and Tails R, which is Emmy Jones's audio drama series on her channel. You can check that out. He voices Shadow, and Ryan Drummond voices Sonic. I believe an episode's coming out this coming Friday? Somebody's probably going to correct me on that. But yes, we're now listening to Sonic Mega Collection music. How do you guys like talking about Sonic for an hour long? That's what we've been doing. You know, 200 of you are just chilling with me. Thank you guys for being here on this last Sunday night Tails channel live stream. Yes, I'm going to bring it up again. Our time slot from this day forth is going to move to Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm sorry if you can't make it. However, it's been a really long time in this time slot, and it works better for us right now. So yeah. Hugo, I love talking about Sonic. Me too, and I don't know why. And I don't know if there's something wrong with me. That's not true. I love it because Sonic taught me to fall in love with creativity, because it was so creative. I saw it reinventing itself multiple times through my lifetime, trying to remain relevant as it clinged to relevancy. Seeing this team of people trying to take this brand and put everything they could into it, and then the community reacting to it and picking apart what it was that caused the failure. It teaches you so much, and that shows. I mean, that must be a thing because we have the fan games. We have these brilliant people doing labors of labors of love, spending their free time making these things, and they're doing a really great job, and it's just getting better and better. And I learned so much. And I continue to do so. So why would I stop? I don't know. I mean, at some point it's gonna get, I'm turning 28, the 28th of this month, so it should be pretty easy to remember. I'm old. And at some point it's gonna get to the point where I'm really old. And I'm still gonna like Sonic. That's the way it is. But I'm also still gonna like Spider-Man. I'm still gonna like Dragon Ball. I'm probably going to learn to like a lot of other things. I'm still gonna like Crash, though I don't know what his future will be. I still need to play Crash 4, guys. My money's just not, like, the amount of franchises I'm interested in is not reflective of my narrow interests. It's my narrow budget. So before you judge somebody like that on social media, maybe just think that might be the situation. Some people can really only afford Sonic games. They have to select one thing out of necessity, especially now. But yeah, we'll do some sort of birthday stream. Maybe not on my birthday day, but maybe we will, actually, because we're supposed to be regularly streaming on our Twitch throughout the week, though we're quite not out of the storm. As I said at the beginning of the stream, you know, I'm still having rough days, and I'm still trying to make preparations for the summer to be really, really good. But a lot of that is coming together now. So hopefully sometime soon, Tails Channel Twitch will be regularly active, sporadically, maybe 2 or 3 times throughout the week. at random times. So again, we're gonna be meeting a lot more new viewers. So you regulars, I see you guys in the chat. Coem, I see you. Set a good example for our new friends that are coming in. Dacky, you know what to do. Keep being awesome. Rosemary, of course. Roger, all the regulars, be on your best behavior because we're gonna have some new friends, okay? And if we lose some of you guys when we switch the time slot, I'm sorry. I love you. Homies for life, but just saying. 5 p.m. TC streams are gonna be Pog. So in your time zone, it's 5 p.m. Great. I'm happy it's more convenient for you. Polly D from the 303. $10. Holy moly. Thanks so much. Does anyone say holy moly anymore? Whatever. Hey, Tails Channel peeps. Have a great evening. Yeah, and actually, that's going to change from this day forward. Where instead of saying, like, have a good work week, have a good evening, at the end of today's stream, we're going to be saying, have a good afternoon, have a great weekend. Which is also part of the reason why I wanted to switch the time slot. Because, like, do you guys notice the tone change when I say that? Have a great weekend. The energy ends high because I'm sending you off into your weekend. And I like that. Before, our goodbyes were like, all right, that's it. I know it's tough, but you guys can do it. Like, I tried to, you know, give you some words of encouragement. But, like, also me, I'm like, crap, Mondays? The Garfield in me was just like acting up. The lasagna was boiling and, you know, it affects my voice even if I'm unconscious about it. So I'm like, have a good night. And it just drops at the end because I'm like, it's Monday. I mean, it's hard, you know, especially now. But Saturday mornings I'm excited about. The sunshine will fuel me and I will ascend. Evan Sensei. What? Oh my gosh. Ever since the whole Archie BS, I don't think Sega gonna bring back the Freedom Fighters. I mean, Fighter Bro 48, I'm on the side of, like, if they do, it's only inevitable that there will be new characters at some point, and if they decide to go that route where they're going to redesign Freedom Fighters, that's entirely possible. Sonic has been known to follow in the footsteps of Dragon Ball a lot in the past, and that's something they're doing with Broly. Right? They did that with Broly, and they're on the path to continue to doing that with the new movie coming out. You can tell I really like Dragon Ball. You know, if I had the energy to, we could have a news channel about Dragon Ball 2, but I just don't. So we don't do it. But we could. I follow it that closely. But anyway, a new movie's coming out, and a lot of people think it's going to be a reimagined Cooler or something like that, just based on the trends that are going on and Toriyama being the way he is. And it would be entirely possible for Sonic Team to kind of reimagine a classic character, though I don't know how beneficial that will be for them because actually it's proven to be beneficial if you do it right. The difference is it would have to be Yuji Ukawa redesigning Sally, and it would have to be a trusted writer reinventing her character arc and introducing her into the story like properly and authentic, in a way that's authentic to the Sonic series as we know it in terms of games. That's the only way it will work. And that means that Sally's going to be very different. That's inevitable. So the Sally that is loved, I think is dead. But the dream of her being part of the main series is not, because there will always need to be new ideas. There will always need to be new trends to capitalize on. And there's no doubt, based on what we've experienced recently, that Sally has people that really appreciate her presence and what she adds to the collective. Though I'm saying in personality, in origin, and in design, Sally will be different, and maybe even name. Maybe name will be the only thing that's similar. Name and Chipmunk, I literally think is the only thing that will live on. I hope that's okay. But that's what I think. Jasper Briggs donates $5 and says, I think it's pretty normal for people to care more about the character than the games. I first grew up with the 90s cartoon. Yeah, I mean, the game would be nothing without the character. I mean, there was all kinds of people at the time that Classic Sonic was prominent that tried to capitalize on the same gameplay style and even the animal mascot kind of approach, but Sonic's design was just carried by his character. There was something tonally right about it that took off with every time I say this word's been ruined by the internet. Gamers. It resonated with gamers around the world. Hyper Onions, or Harper Onions, not Hyper Onions. Harper Onions donates another 15 pounds. Gonna head off now, need my sleep. Bye, guys. Yeah, you're donating pounds, so yeah, you're probably staying up really late. Another one of these people. I hope you appreciate the time change, Harper, and I hope you have a great night. I hope to see you guys, or see you at the Saturday morning streams, afternoon mostly. I just wanted to say Saturday morning. I don't know why, but like it's so close to noon. Jennifer Nelson says, hey, Evan, do you think Forces was the worst Sonic game? No, not at all. I mean, if we're talking handhelds as well, then like there's, you know, Sonic Labyrinth, and I mean, Sonic 2 for the Game Gear is, I mean, the first boss with no rings, really, and for the Game Gear specifically, the aspect ratio of the screen, you can't see the projectile. It's nuts, man. It's one of the hardest bosses, and it's in the first level. Bro, like, Forces doesn't do that. Forces is bad in the context of what it promised. Do you understand? Oh, I don't know. Oh, are you leaving, Rosemary? Okay, have a good night. But yeah, Forces is bad in the context of what it promised and how it marketed itself. So it all depends on how you're affected by that. So Lourdes and myself, being huge adventure fans, when we see chaos, when we see Shadow as a bad guy, when we see a new character that's a villain with unique powers, those are, without blatantly saying it, they're kind of promises, right? Because they didn't introduce new characters for a really long time before Infinite. It was because before Infinite, it was the Deadly Six. So Infinite was, you know, the first, for lack of a better term, Mobian. I know it's not an official term, but a Mobian character with a unique power, with a new gem, which that implies lore, right? And the only way they explain it is in comics? That sounds like damage control to me. Somebody is stopping them from including this in the games, and that's why we need to talk about it more. Like, if any of you are going, why are we talking about the same thing for years? It's because somebody's saying just no. And it's like, what? Like, I liked the comics for Forces, but the whole time I was reading them, I'm like, why isn't this in the game? Right? They, like, exactly what I was talking about earlier in the stream. When we see Knuckles' ancestors' village show up because of the Phantom Ruby on Angel Island, and Silver's there. He came back from the past, and it explains like why he's back there. All that stuff should be happening in an opening cutscene that's animated by Marza or something. It won't feel right until we get that. Which is why I can't like wholeheartedly hate Forces, because they literally laid out all the stuff on the table going, we know what you want, but no. And that's why Forces got the reaction it did. If we end up getting it, the damage Forces did would kind of, you know, be less on fire, less unstable. I think people would be less bothered by it if it ultimately meant that where we went was more narrative focused. We got those moments in the game. So, and especially with this waiting time, right? You know, so we saw Generations reinvent a new 3D gameplay style for Sonic, and we saw it worked more or less. We want to see them embellish that, but we also want those moments that imply there is a greater narrative. There's a narrative to follow between games. We want the same experience that Dragon Ball fans or any other fans get, or even Pokemon fans, for example. When something is lore-based and it's in a trailer and it's teased about, that is a community-wide experience, and it's rewarding to be a fan, to recognize something. What Sonic is doing as it moves forward in this meta era with colors and stuff, it robs the community of that experience, right? Colors doesn't give you a moment as a fan to be like, I know what that is. And it doesn't give that moment for a fan with someone new to have that fan go like, I know what this is. And then that new fan to be like, why? What's the story about that? Getting them into another game. Why they're afraid of setting up that kind of format, I don't understand. I gotta say, I think it's because Mario, right? They follow this Mario format where Mario doesn't do that, works without it. And so they think they can continue to do that. which is another reason why I think they can continue to do it with their renders and their promotional art. Mario does it. It works for Mario. He gets away with it, and nobody makes a stink about it. And so when Sonic goes to do it, we make a stink about it, but oh, it's just Sonic fans. I just want more from Sonic. Sonic can be more. And if it means better art, let Sonic have that W over Mario. At least try. I don't want them to be playing this playbook that Mario plays. I want them to be doing their own thing, and it's so clear to me that that's what they're doing. They're going, okay, Mario does it, so we can. And I don't think that's okay. All right, it is getting like hot, but I got to get back to playing the game at some point, right? So it's going to be off of my screen again. I think I got... Oh, I think that was like an old notif. We saw like the ghost of Tails there for a second. All right, let me try to get my game back on screen. Maybe it'll pop back if I just click on the window. No. Let's get it back here. Get back here, Sonic Colors. Where did you go off to? There you are. All right, so we're in Sweep Mountain. You know, I went off. I did my Sonic rant. We're going to continue to rant. I'm going to continue to play badly. And yes, we're going over that hour mark, even though it's late. I'm gonna inch my way. So I'm probably gonna go till 9:30. I'll do longer streams though. I definitely want to do longer streams. It's really hot in here. I might need to get a fan or something, but that would make the sound really bad. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But back to the game. But keep talking. I'll try to read your chats a little bit more. Oh, this stage is infamous. I'll be waiting a lot. So chat, give me your questions. This discussion's not over. I'll be waiting a lot in this stage. And I'm not trying to get an S rank or anything. I'm not in a rush. Sonic is not Mario, and they should never try to imitate Mario. See, that's the problem is they're trying to appeal to Mario fans, which kind of makes sense because like I guess their target audience is the same and they don't want to compete with Mario anymore. And I guess they don't think they do because their gameplay styles are really similar. And so they think, hey, perfect. Sonic in conception is different enough in character design and gameplay concept to not have it seem like it's too blatant of a copy, and that way we don't need to worry about being unique with anything else because Sonic is unique enough in his conception. I don't think that I think that should be, that's just untapped potential. That's literally just, no, that's a shortcut. It doesn't, no, it doesn't. And I don't know, no more shortcuts, okay? No more shortcuts. I've been a fan for a long time. The movie did well. I've waited for a movie for a long time. A movie did well. Big money CEOs. My boy Sonic can do it, okay? People will buy his game. Just put the money in. I swear to you, people will buy a good Sonic game. I promise. I promise you. They will. They will do it, okay? I'm gaming very badly. What are you talking about, Icy Fave? Thank you for your positive comments, but I'm gaming so badly. The only thing Sonic needs to copy from Mario is a climactic Super Saiyan final fight. Or are you talking about, like, recent Mario, though, and, like, Bowser's Fury? Because Mario has been a little wacky lately, so, like, a lot of the stuff I've been saying about Mario kind of applies to like older Mario. I'm seeing something change with Mario, and it's like I appreciate it, Speed Keyed, I appreciate it, but I'm also like, Sonic, please change, please also change, because like Mario hasn't changed for like ever, and you used to change a lot, and now you're not changing, and Mario's changing, Crash is changing. Please change, please, just like, please evolve. The Crazy Gamer is still awake and is still donating and throwing his money at me, and he donates $1.41 and says, well, it's past 3 a.m. for me, and I need sleep eventually. Just like you need to play Colors. See you next stream on Saturday, and if I can't, happy birthday, Evan. Good night, my man. I just died reading your comment, but it was so worth it, The Crazy Gamer. Thank you so much. I'm like, surely I can read this donation and play this boring part of this level at the same time. I was wrong. I'm not capable. Sorry. You can use this exact clip in the stream to measure my IQ. Did you guys know that? Also, for those of you who just believed what I said, your IQ must be lower than mine. You can figure out where you are on the intellectual tier list by how often you get fooled by me. If you never get fooled by me, please stay. I need your intelligence to rub off on me eventually. Please teach me how to not suffer. We did it! We did it! We did the really easy level. Yay! Guys, this isn't what I want, okay? It was good at the time. Because, like, I've told you guys I really like Sonic Heroes padding. I do. I like the idea of Sonic Heroes padding. Like, if a Sonic game needs to be padded, you can have Knuckles and Tails following him. Sonic can go really fast in these speed moments, but then there can be sections in the level where Knuckles has to, you know, beat the crap out of some people, and, you know, don't do any flying stuff. The focus should still be that if you know where to go, what enemy to punch, when, what combo to do, what the enemy's weaknesses are, you should still, even as Knuckles and Tails, that should still be the core concept, right? Is getting there quickly, right? Say what you will about, like, Tails' story in Sonic Adventure, but at least that concept was intact. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're skipping the whole level, and that can be improved. Tails should be more involved. Tails' levels should be more involved, rather. But it's still true to the concept. I'm not saying I like treasure hunting is absolutely abysmal, but I think Knuckles doesn't need to do treasure hunting. I don't think that it has to be a thing. I think there's a way that they can kind of, like, for example, what if scattered through Knuckles' levels, there were different relics. I'm making this up on the fly. Relics. I like these things that you have to boost into them. And if I still don't know what the boost button is after all this time, stop. Okay. There are these relics, right? Say there's these relics, tying into the fact that, you know, Knuckles is supposed to be a treasure hunter, you know? But what if these relics, when you collect them, they give you a new combo of sorts? Werehog-esque, right? A new way to fight your enemies. It's fun. You want to get them. But you don't have to, you know? It just helps you get through those levels faster. Like I said, if you knew the most effective combo for this certain enemy at the right time, then you would get through the level faster. So, you know, that's good. You know, you're rewarded by exploring, optional exploration. You're rewarded for that with more speed. So still true to the concept of Sonic. But the gold ring is the Master Emerald shard. You know, you could just like put that in Sonic Adventure remakes. You know? I just think that, I mean, some people don't want their Adventure remake changed too much. Okay, that's fine. I remember, I'm in love with creativity, so if Sega's like, we are gonna build it from the ground up and we're gonna introduce new concepts, that would terrify a lot of people. I understand that. Not me. Because even when it's a train wreck with Sonic games, I'm still kind of like, whoa, this is whack. I would rather them kind of like, I would rather them fall down a flight of stairs than pathetically trip walking down 3 steps. Does that make sense? Did I just come up with a good analogy for what a lot of people want with Sonic right now? Like, if you fall down a huge flight of stairs, like halfway through or something, you know, that's less hilarious. It's more like, oh my god, are you okay? It's still pretty funny, but you know what I mean? It's also okay. It might be more funny, but when you just trip up like 3 stairs, you're just kind of like, what are you doing, man? Are you okay? And I think that's what Forces is. It's like a trip up 3 stairs. You're like, oh, come on, man. There are these glitches. It's like, there's not a lot else to do. The game is short and the story's like this. Come on, man. You weren't even trying to, like, you didn't even approach a higher staircase, bro. And I think everybody just wants Sonic Team to approach the staircase. And some people are like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, I'm scared. I get it. I'm on the side. Approach the staircase. Stumble. Stumble if you must. Mr. Red Ring. Yes, I know. Not Tails. I know, okay? Do you really have to tell me? Yeah, it's like, yeah, come on. Good Tyler. I hope you're agreeing with me, because thanks. Daki says, Evan, focus on the game or what you say. This combo is not helping you. Are you sure? What? Really? But if I just focus on what I say, so what do you mean? I don't know. I'm wondering if I continue to focus a little bit more on what I say rather than the game, eventually I'll get to a point where I can play these games and talk at the same time, right? Or am I just gonna forever be terrible? The game is really just on as like a visual. You know, I'm playing terribly, but like, I don't know. I guess it's less aesthetic to watch if I'm terrible. I don't know. Do you guys really like watching people speed through the game for like the 900th time when you could just do it yourself? Dion, hey, what's up, buddy? Another regular, massive supporter. But Evan, how would you introduce the concept of escalators into your analogy? Escalators. Interesting. Interesting question, Dion. Escalators. I mean, escalators are really expensive. They're more accessible, but you'd have to pay the price. So an escalator would be a AAA Sonic title, which is not something I'm expecting, nor do I think they need to do it. But I think that's what the escalator would be in this analogy, is that game that is so far advanced that these aren't an issue. These concerns that we're bringing up right now aren't an issue. And their title is so high budget that it's just gonna work. It's gonna be convenient for everybody. I'm just trying to confuse you, Evan. You can't. It's impossible. Just kidding. It's very easy. Bam! Kind of like this boss, honestly. I really like this boss. These bosses have nothing to do with the plot. Yeah, that's a good point. Again, this is an intentional step backwards from the narrative focus of the games prior. It was appreciated at the time. Not by me, because I appreciated the focus on gameplay. I was like, you need to, but again, that was in the context of them reintroducing it later. Koem, what are you doing? I want y'all to, what? No. Dion's Twitter is really good though. You should definitely check it out. Dion is a wonderful artist. Oh my gosh, what happened? You dead? Oh, he's dead already. They die so quickly. All right. Just go back to the Sonic Labyrinth formula. Oh my god. No. No, you are, Evan. Oh, stop. Dion, stop it. Game journals are and have been terrible. I wonder if game journalists are losing their influence. Because I believe the amount of game reviewers it must have increased with the rise of the internet, and especially now. So it's really Metacritic, but that's an average of a lot of different reviewers. And so our reviews, Metacritic at least, is a little bit more indicative of multiple perspectives. So I like where we are now, and hopefully that means better games in the future overall. And hopefully, I mean, we can tell how much game reviewers have affected Sonic. This game we're playing right now is a product of that. So maybe worry not. Maybe gaming, especially with the rise of gaming in COVID, maybe the budgets overall for games will go up because it's no longer niche. Gaming is now normalized because out of necessity. And Sonic is one of those franchises that blew up, especially in COVID, and it had a movie. That's why I'm optimistic of Sonic's future, though the current leaks that we know about aren't reflective of my beliefs. I believe there's something that none of us know about that's coming at some point that will satiate a vast majority of us. I do. Iblo Biblu, I like your name. Iblu Bilibu. Yep, I like Sonic to be in the human world. Also, gun is a cool aspect that isn't explored enough. Well, it'll be explored in the Sonic movie too. All right, so we can play a few stages of Starlight Carnival, but then I gotta hit the road. All right, guys. Oh, that was the Baldy McNose hair cutscene, Iggy. Oh my gosh. Man, I hope we get something good. Zcrom Fan 1, I agree. Or no, I don't agree. I believe we will, but I also understand why people aren't optimistic. Devon says, I'm optimistic but nervous. Reasonably so. I just think that what's unique about now is that I wouldn't be able to explain why CEOs would miss the opportunity to kind of make money off of a franchise. I don't know, because it's clear at this point that those are the people that are... That's what's causing the development cycle of Sonic games to be so frustrating, just based on like what we've heard about basically all the games that flopped really hard, at least in terms of like polish, right? 06, Rise of Lyric, whether or not you like those games, they weren't completed. And I believe the case with 06 was that they were trying to crunch to the holiday release and the launch of 360. I don't know the full story of that one, but it could have been anything, right? Could have been Yuji Naka, especially now with what happened with Wonderworld. We have no idea now. A lot of people were like, oh, Naka's at Square Enix, we're good. We're good. He's gonna finally make the game we've all been waiting for. And then here we are. Going, oops. Welcome, Sanic Boy 74 to the stream. Ryan in the chat. The wait will be worth it. The wait will be worth it. What? Is my game crashing? This level is too beautiful. The wait will be worth it. Nick says, Evan, does the name Baldy McNosehair make you laugh? No, but I actually do want to talk about this, Nick. Everyone roasts this Sonic for calling Eggman Baldy McNosehair. But he didn't come up with that. That's a wisp. And it's funny because Sonic is realizing that this alien that's never met Eggman is calling him Baldy McNosehair. I think that's kind of funny. It's like an innocent joke that like literally in any other series, in the context, in any other context, I feel like the joke would be perfectly fine and innocent. But like, I think it's guilty by association, unfortunately. So, you know, that's the way it is. That's fine. But like, there are definitely some cringe jokes and colors. Don't get me wrong. The BBBE, I don't know why that's supposed to be funny. But the thing is, I think the intention was that they were trying to kind of make Sonic a little bit more relatable. Because even Tails cringes right at Sonic. I think this specific interpretation of Sonic as a character is supposed to be flawed for his ego. Like, he's supposed to be... Like, that gives Tails kind of the upper hand in some moments. Which, to contrast in the Jason Griffith era, like, Sonic was kind of broken all the time. Like, he was just the best. And the other characters were always just like, Sonic, oh my gosh! But again, Tails does the same thing in this game too. But at least... I don't know what I was thinking. At least there were moments in cutscenes where Sonic kind of didn't come out on top. Made him a little bit more relatable. It's not a terrible idea. It really isn't. Like, that's why I don't, like, hate Colors of Story. There are definitely things to like about it. I do like that scene where Sonic's talking to a robot that's broken. It would make sense that after doing it for so long and somebody with an ego like his would just, like... And he loves doing it. So, like, do you don't ever have, like, a really good day and you're just kind of, like, vibing so hard that you just, like, aren't... thinking straight? I don't know. I do that. Is that weird? Y'all gotta talk to yourself. Is it just me? Come on. So say yes or no. You talk to yourself. Do you ever talk to yourself? Like, ever, even under your breath? I don't like. It's not like a fully voiced talking to myself. I'm not like that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not the weird person walking on the street that's like saying that. That's not what I'm saying. No comment. 7 Chaos. I know. All right, so this will be the end of our playthrough today. We'll chat a little bit before I head out. We still got a couple of minutes, but I'm closing the game for now. We're gonna put on Sonic Mega Collection music again. But yeah, this was a little bit longer of a stream. Our last Sunday night stream. Our next stream will be Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's hang out. Yes, I'm repeating it because you have to understand, a live stream, some people could leave and new people could join late. So yeah, I'm repeating it. I'm gonna do it. I want to make sure as many people know as possible. We'll make an announcement on Twitter as well later on to make sure everyone's informed. So be on the lookout for that. Anyway, Dion says, how was your week, Evan? Again, like I said, it's getting better. It's getting easier. I mean, that comes with the warmer weather, right? I know I've been complaining about how hot it is in this room, but it is really nice to kind of have warmer weather. Being able to teach outside has been really helpful for a lot of people. Not so much me. It just makes it's a little too chaotic with the wind out there to teach visual arts, but it's been really great. Not Tails 101 says, I really like your shirt. Thank you so much. Lourdes picked it out for me. Shout outs to Lourdes. Also, guys, if you love Lourdes on the streams, make sure you let her know. I mean, with everything that's going on with Sonic right now and not going on with Sonic right now, she's not nearly as optimistic as I am about Sonic, and so it makes sense. I totally understand why people feel that way. And Lourdes and I live in the same house, and we think completely differently about what's next. So we'll see who's right. I'm on the camp that it's going to be great, but we'll have to see. I'm on the wait will be worth it side. If you can see that I'm sweating, it's because I am. She's normal. Are you telling me I'm not normal, e-girl Tyler? Come on. To be optimistic, especially after everything I've said, right? How many more reasons do I need? The movie, which is something that's never happened before. The pandemic, which is something that, I mean, has happened before, but not in Sonic's existence, and not in video games existence, which skyrocketed video games to a place that they've never been to before. And other point, which is Sonic has literally been confirmed as one of those franchises that grew in the pandemic. How many more reasons do I need to be optimistic? And I'm not even talking about 30th anniversary. I'm talking about in the near future. What we're getting from Sonic will be changing and will be better than what we've been getting. Now, you might not like the new direction, but I'm saying I believe it'll be higher budget, which I believe is what people are asking for the most. So I'm on your sweating side, Evan. Come on. All right. What are we talking about? I just came back. We were just talking about the future of Sonic and whether or not to be optimistic or not. Super DW. Nick says, by the way, do you know about Ghostbusters, Evan? Not a single thing except for the song. That's literally it. Sorry. I'm off. Good night, everybody. Bye, Danny. Thanks for terrorizing me once again. He's not actually a terrorist. He just like comes in and he's picks on me. We're friends. Don't worry about it. He's a good guy. I just have to clarify that. Alrighty. I think, oh, Supersonic, says, yeah, Evan, I am greatly optimistic as well. Me too. And, I don't know. I hope I can bring some positivity with these live streams, going forward. That'll be the end of today's live streams because my live stream, because I am melting. It's getting hotter by the second. I can see the sweat on my face. That's it. I'll figure out a way to keep it cooler in here. I'm literally in shorts and a t-shirt already. So I'll have to think of something if I want these streams to be longer. But yeah, I missed you guys. That's it. We'll see you guys Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see most of you there, but I understand if you're not. Have a great week. You guys can do it. I believe in you. As Sam would say, see you later.